Yay! FTBL transfer talk. The first one we got to talk about is Ziyech from Chelsea, off to Dortmund potentially. That's the link. And I actually like this one. He's not been playing too much for Chelsea. He's had 49 matches for Chelsea. He scored 8 goals. He's had 5 assists. That's an average of 0.26 goal contributions per 90 minutes. Now at Ajax, he had 165 games, 49 goals, 81 assists, almost 0.8 goal contributions per 90 minutes. Obviously, he's kind of fell off since he joined Chelsea. And I think that is partly due to the system. I think it's also partly due to the fact that a lot of his appearances are coming off the bench. When you join Chelsea, you don't have much time to prove yourself. Olivier Giroud even said the difference between Arsenal and Chelsea is the time you have to take your chance. You don't have time at Chelsea. And I think that's kind of partly why he hasn't been so successful. We all know how great of a player he is. Joining Dortmund makes sense on paper. It really does. The only thing I'm thinking about why it might not make sense is kind of the formation they run. It's very similar to Chelsea with kind of like inverted inside forward wingers. And I could see him playing in that system, although it's not the same as Ajax. When he was at Ajax. At Ajax, he played in a 4-2-3-1 out on the right. I could see him playing in a 3-4-3, similar to where Julian Brand is playing out on the right side. From a stylistic point of view, it makes sense on paper. Dortmund are always trying to whip the ball into the box, get service, and Ziyech is one of the best passers in the world on his day. Like, he can ping the ball. So I think it would fit, but if I had to rate the transfer on a realistic scale, I'm gonna have to give it a 7 out of 10. If I have to give it an alternative team though, the first one I thought of was Ajax. Actually, just going back to Ajax, we know that Anthony over there is absolutely balling. He's shredding it up, and he could be on his way out in the next couple years. So that might open up a lane for Ziyech to be brought back. If they can get a good deal, I'm sure they would look into it. If we don't want to be boring and say Ajax, maybe AC Milan. I know they brought in Çalhanoğlu, they have Brahim Diaz, both great attacking midfielders, but if we stick him out on the right where he was playing at Ajax, you're competing with Salamakers. And Salamakers is a great young player, but let's be honest, on his days, Ziyech is second to none. If AC Milan have the money, I know they spent a lot of money this past summer. If they have the money to spend more on another player, why not look at Ziyech? So that's kind of my alternatives. The next player we're going to be discussing is Jesse Lingard, man. Now, I've seen him linked to a bunch of different clubs, to be honest, but this rumor we're talking about is Jesse Lingard to AC Milan. I know I just linked Ziyech there, but they're somewhat different players. Lingard is more in the mold of a Brahim Diaz type of player, and I think they already have that profile specifically. But I mean, Jesse Lingard needs to be freed for Manchester United, just like Donny, just like a lot of those guys. He's not playing his football, and we saw when he went to West Ham, like, he played 16 games, he had 9 goals, he had 5 assists, he was on fire. Now, I really want him to leave United just because of the confidence. We heard him even talking about it. When he wasn't playing at United, after all those years, like, his confidence was drained. And right when he went to West Ham, and that confidence was built back up, he's so good. His movement off the ball, he finds himself in great spaces. He takes his chances typically. I mean, you know, he can do Lingard things sometimes, but he's a really quality player. I don't see the link to AC Milan, to be honest. Italy, I think that could be like a journalist idea. Just, oh, Tomori went there, Chris Smalling went there, you know, maybe we could link him out there, get some clicks. I don't see it being realistic. I would give this a 6 out of 10, just above a 5, just because I think he will leave United. I think he should leave United. But if I have to give an alternative club, I'm over here looking at Newcastle. I know it's a bit boring. I know everyone's going to be linked to Newcastle right now, but it just makes sense. Imagine him in the black and white. I'm going to have to roll with Newcastle on this one. Let me know what you think again in the comments down below. Now, the last transfer link today, man. Christian Pulisic to Barcelona is kind of a wild one. I was not expecting to see Christian Pulisic linked to Barcelona. But kind of like last week, we were talking about Raheem Sterling being linked there. It kind of makes sense in terms of what Barcelona need in a player, like a winger. Pulisic is so technical. He's really quality on his day. He's just so good on the dribble. I could see him playing in Barcelona's system. My only concern is Ousmane Dembele vibes in terms of injuries. I mean, this man is getting injury after injury, and I don't see Barcelona investing in a player who gets injured so much. Now, I think on his day, when he's playing, like, he's one of the more dangerous wingers in the world sometimes. Like, obviously, I think Neymar is a whole nother level. We have those guys. But right under there, like, Christian Pulisic on his day. And I'm not just saying that because I'm American. I know I rate him so highly when, as an Arsenal fan, I forget, maybe it was the FA Cup final, we played Chelsea. In the one player, the most feared player in my eyes from that Chelsea squad was Christian Pulisic. That's how you know it's real. I'm not over here just because he's American. Like, on his day, he's so quality. So I think it would work if he stayed fit, but I don't see it really happening just because, I'm sorry, Christian, but he gets injured a lot. I don't want to call him injury prone, but he's low-key injury prone. I would give this a rating of a 6 out of 10. If I have to give it an alternative, I don't know. I don't know what alternative. I think he's fit for English football. The pace at which he plays the game is really good. I would like to see him at Arsenal. I wouldn't put him under Conte. I don't know why Bayern Munich keeps popping in my head, but they have a lot of wingers already. I'm not sure. I'll leave it up to you guys in the comments down below. Let me know where you think Christian Pulisic will go. Let me know what other transfers I should discuss next week. If there's a big transfer rumor you want me to get into, like, subscribe. This has been Transfer Talk. I've been your boy Kid Pesh, and I'll catch you in the next episode. Peace.